Did you know that Madonna was the girlfriend of rapper Tupac Shakur in 1984? Welcome to part 22 of 1 hour of curious facts of Zarpado. Don't forget to subscribe for more curiosities. Let's start. In Tibet stands Kailash Mountain, an imposing peak of 21,778 feet. But unlike other giants, it has never been climbed. Its ascent is prohibited by the Chinese authorities out of respect for its deep religious significance. Kailash is sacred to several cultures, including Hindu and Buddhist, who consider it the spiritual center of the universe. Tamil Manas is known for having the longest muley in the world, which measures an impressive 5.64 feet in length. This long hair has become her most recognizable feature, attracting the attention of thousands of people around the world. The fastest roller coaster in the world is the Formula Rossa, reaching an astonishing speed of 112 miles per hour in just 5 seconds. Located at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, this attraction offers a pure adrenaline experience. Like a Formula One car, the roller coaster accelerates from 0 to top speed with impressive speed, leaving passengers with the sensation of flying. Luke Aikens made history in 2016 by becoming the first person to jump without a parachute. From an altitude of 22,900 feet in California, he launched himself into the void, reaching a speed of 124 miles per hour. The incredible thing about his feat is that, instead of a parachute, Aikens relied on a giant net 98 feet in diameter to slow his fall. This extreme jump was the result of more than a year of rigorous preparation. Aikens managed to survive the fall thanks to his bravery, precision, and the meticulous planning of his team. In Nepal, a unique and fascinating tradition celebrates the living goddess, or Kumari, a girl who represents the Hindu goddess Talaju. This girl is carefully selected from a newer family and must meet strict requirements to be considered divine. Once chosen, she lives in the Kumari Palace in Kathmandu, where she is revered by thousands of devotees who believe in their spiritual connection. During her time as a Kumari, she follows very strict rules and participates in important religious rituals. Did you know that in 2019, the sky in Japan turned a stunning violet color? This phenomenon occurred after the passage of Typhoon Hagibis, one of the strongest ever recorded in the country. The hue was due to an optical effect called Rayleigh scattering, where sunlight interacts with particles in the air, moisture, and debris left behind by the storm. At sunrise and sunset, these elements refracted the light in an unusual way, creating a celestial landscape of violet and pink hues. In India, there is a unique place called Shani Shingnapur, known as the village without doors. Here, houses have no front doors, shops remain open, and inhabitants live without fear. This peculiar tradition is based on a 300-year-old legend that inspires unwavering faith in the divine protection of the god Shani. Surprisingly, the crime rate in this village is practically zero. Every day, about 40,000 devotees visit this place to experience its atmosphere of trust and spirituality. In the Ergaki Reserve in Russia, there is an impressive natural phenomenon, a gigantic stone of about 600 tons that seems to defy gravity. This colossal block stands on the edge of an abyss, in such an unstable position that it seems to be about to fall, but it has remained that way for millennia. The kudu bull is one of the most majestic antelopes in Africa, famous for its incredible spiral horns that can reach up to 5.9 feet in length. These impressive horns are not only a symbol of its elegance, but also a key tool for defending itself and competing during the mating season. Did you know that there is a place called Colma in California, known as the City of the Dead? This small town has a living population of around 1,500 people, but is home to over 1.5 million graves. With 17 cemeteries on its territory, Colma became the final resting place for many people due to the lack of space in San Francisco. During the 20th century, Bodies buried in the neighboring town were moved here, transforming Colma into a huge cemetery, a peculiar destination, full of history and curiosities. Did you know that Rocky Marciano, the great heavyweight champion, retired from his professional career undefeated? During his 49 fights, Marciano was the victor in each of them, making him a boxing legend. Despite his retirement in 1955, his legacy remains an inspiration to many boxers. In 2016, during the Gobi Desert Supermarathon, a marathoner named Dion Leonard had a very special company, a little dog named Gobi. She followed him for 81 miles in the scorching desert heat. However, at one point, Dion lost Gobi. Desperate to find her, he launched a search campaign and, to his delight, managed to reunite with her again. In some regions of India, there is a surprising and controversial tradition involving Muslims and Hindus. Every year, babies are thrown from a height of 9 to 49 feet onto a spreadsheet as part of a ritual believed to bring prosperity and good luck to the children and their families. Although this practice was officially banned in 2010, it is still carried out in some rural areas such as Maharashtra and Karnataka, where they believe the ritual augurs the child a long life and good luck. Brock Lesnar is undoubtedly one of the great figures of WWE, and not only because of his ability in the ring, but also because of his incredible salary. With a contract that pays him $5 million a year, he remains the highest paid fighter in the company. Although she won't be appearing on WWE television in 2024, her name is still synonymous with success and crowd pulling. The Lockheed U-2, otherwise known as the Dragon Lady, is the highest flying aircraft in the world. Developed by the United States in the 1950s, this reconnaissance aircraft is capable of reaching altitudes of over 75,000 feet, putting it in the stratosphere. This impressive capability allows it to safely operate and conduct intelligence-gathering missions while avoiding most air defense systems. To put that into perspective, commercial aircraft like the Boeing 787 only go as high as 42,650 feet. The cavefish is a fascinating species that lives in the underground caves of Mexico. Over thousands of years of evolution in complete darkness, these fish have lost their sight and skin pigmentation. However, they have developed an incredible ability to detect movement in the water using senses such as touch and smell, allowing them to survive in their environment without the need for vision. One of the rarest and most exclusive species in the world of fruit is the black diamond apple. This variety, originally from China, is known for its mysterious appearance and unique flavor. Its shiny black skin is so unusual that it makes it stand out among other varieties of apples. In addition, the cultivation process and limited production make the black diamond apple very difficult to obtain, and it usually costs around $21. La Rinconada, located in the Peruvian Andes, is one of the highest towns in the world at 16,732 feet above sea level. This town is controlled by illegal companies, and its inhabitants live in extreme conditions, since the lack of oxygen at such a high altitude causes them to have only 50% oxygen in their blood. Despite the difficult conditions, thousands of people move to this place in search of fortune, working in gold mines in an artisanal and dangerous way. Steve Austin, the WWE legend, decided in 2015 to embark on a new adventure outside the ring, creating his own beer. To do so, he partnered with El Segundo Brewing Co. from South Carolina and launched an adult beverage that quickly became popular, Broken Skull IPA. This beer, inspired by Austin's same rough and bold character, has a strong and distinctive flavor, ideal for lovers of craft beers. Diana Armstrong, a Minnesota resident, has left a mark on history by being recognized by the Guinness World Records for having the longest nails of all time, With a combined total length of 42.84 feet, their claws are truly impressive. The longest is the right thumb, which measures 4.5 feet meters, while the shortest, the left little finger, reaches 3.57 feet. In a historic event in Group D of the European Nations League, the San Marino national team, known as the worst in the world in football, achieved an unexpected victory. With a 1-0 goal against Liechtenstein, the San Marino team ended a 20-year drought without winning an official match. One of the easiest ways to differentiate a carnivorous animal from a herbivorous one is by observing the position of their eyes. Carnivores, such as dogs and lions, have their eyes at the front of their head. This position allows them to easily locate and focus on their prey. On the other hand, herbivores, such as birds and rabbits, have eyes located on the sides of their heads. This feature helps them have a wider field of vision, which is essential for detecting the approach of potential predators while calmly feeding. In 1973, Marlon Brando made history by turning down the Golden Globe for Best Actor, awarded to him for his iconic performance in The Godfather. His refusal was an act of protest against imperialism and racism in the United States. However, Brando was not the only one to turn down awards at the Beverly Hilton ceremony. In 1970, the producers of the French-Algerian film Z also declined the Golden Globe for Best Foreign Film. Their reason was that they were not considered for the Best Film category, which sparked controversy within the industry. One of WWE's most iconic figures, Yokozuna, holds the title of being the heaviest wrestler in the company's history, weighing an impressive 641 pounds. Born Rodney Anoa'i, he came from the famous Samoan family of wrestlers. Throughout his career, he stood out for his imposing size and skills in the ring, becoming a 2-time WWE World Champion. His robust figure and unique fighting style made him a legend. Despite his size, Yokozuna demonstrated surprising agility and speed, a true giant of wrestling. At the Museo del Perfume de Mexico, also known as MUPI, visitors have the opportunity to immerse themselves in the fascinating world of scents. This one-of-a-kind museum allows visitors to explore and try different fragrances that make up some of the most iconic and prestigious perfumes in the world. With more than 3,000 pieces in its collection, the MUPI offers a unique sensory experience, showcasing both the history of perfumery and the processes behind the creation of these exquisite scents. In the city of Anchorage, Alaska, a unique tradition takes place every year: the construction of a giant snowman called Snowzilla. This snowman, which has reached up to 5 meters in height, is a play on words between snow and Godzilla. The first edition of Snowzilla was built in 2005, when the Powers family, together with local residents, raised it to a height of 4.9 meters. Since then, this event has been repeated every year, becoming a local tradition. Did you know that there is such a thing as vegan horse riding? This sport, which is becoming increasingly popular in Finland, is part of a competition that has already attracted more than 10,000 participants. Also known as hobby horsing or vegan horse riding, vegan horse riding involves performing horsemanship exercises with a stick that has a horse's head on one end. Participants must navigate obstacles, imitate the horse's movements, and perform stunts, all without riding an animal. In China, there is an amazing restaurant called Pipa Yuang that holds the title of being the largest in the world. Located on the side of a mountain, this gigantic establishment can seat 6,000 people with a total of 900 tables. However, despite its size, it is almost impossible to find an empty table. The popularity of this place is so great that it is always full, and diners must make long reservations to enjoy their dining experience. Japan is famous for its bluefin tuna fishing, a symbol of the country's gastronomy, especially in the city of Tsukiji, where one of the most famous fish auctions in the world is held. At these auctions, Bluefin tuna can reach astronomical prices, with large specimens selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. After being caught, these tunas are used to prepare high-quality sushi, considered a delicacy in Japanese cuisine. The Labroides dimidiatus fish, known as the dentist of the ocean, has a unique ability to clean parasites and dead tissue from reef fish. What is amazing about this fish is that it does this job without being eaten by its patients, even though many of them are predators. This fish feeds on the parasites it removes from the mouths and skins of other fish, creating a symbiotic relationship. It gets fed, and the predatory fish get their teeth cleaned. It is fascinating to see how large fish, such as emperor fish or even sharks, allow the Labroides dimidiatus to come close to perform this service. The Big Maple Leaf is one of the largest gold coins in the world. Made by the Royal Canadian Mint, this impressive piece weighs 220 pounds. With a diameter of more than 50 centimeters, it stands out for its size and its 24-karat gold purity. Although its face value is $1 million, its actual market value is much higher due to its weight and rarity. This coin features the iconic maple leaf, the symbol of Canada, engraved in great detail. Bonata potatoes are the most expensive tuber in the world. Although potatoes are often considered one of the most affordable foods, this variety is an exception, reaching up to $650 per kilo. Bonatas are grown exclusively once a year on the island of Noirmoutier in France, which explains their high price. Each year, only about 100 tons are harvested, and a small amount remains on the island to be sold at lower prices than in international markets. Ricky Schroeder made history by becoming the youngest winner of the Golden Globe Awards when he received the statuette at the age of 9 for his performance in The Champ in 1980. At such a young age, he already demonstrated an impressive talent that would lead to a successful career. Today, at 54 years old, the actor and film director can boast that, before reaching a decade of life, his acting ability was recognized with a prestigious award. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers in history, was born with the name Cassius Clay. After his conversion to Islam, he adopted the name Muhammad Ali, which means the praised one. His legacy in and out of the ring has made him a global icon. Speaking of icons, McDonald's serves approximately 69 million people a day, a figure greater than the population of France. In Iceland, the Bubble Company offers a unique tour in which you can spend the night in a bubble hotel in the middle of nature. The trip begins with a pickup at 12 noon in Reykjavik, and you return the next day at 10:30 in the morning, visiting some of the most emblematic areas of the country. The bubbles, completely transparent, allow you to enjoy a completely immersive environment. During the winter, you can see the spectacle of the northern lights, and in the summer, the midnight sun lights up the sky, creating a magical and unforgettable experience. Panda keepers receive an annual salary of $32,000, plus free food, transportation, and accommodation. Their job is more than just feeding the pandas. They must provide them with patience, love, and care every day of the year. Keepers spend time with the pandas, sharing their joys and sorrows. Did you know that the coat of arms of Colombia has the map of Panama as a symbol of their historic relationship? In the design of the coat of arms, Panama is shown as an integral part of Colombian territory, since until the beginning of the 20th century, Panama was part of Colombia. But the coat of arms of Colombia continues to remember this historical and cultural connection. The Shih Tzu is a dog breed of Chinese origin that emerged from the cross between the Pekingese and the Lhasa Apso. With its long, soft coat, this dog is known for its energy and constant alertness. Despite being longer than it is tall, its body has a robust structure with small legs and a densely furred tail that curves over its back. The San Francisco streetcars are the only mobile national monuments in the United States, along with the famous St. Charles streetcar line in New Orleans. These trams have been a staple form of transportation in San Francisco since the 19th century and are a must-see tourist attraction. Mountain goats can scale near vertical walls, moving with great dexterity on steep and rugged surfaces. Their climbing ability is due to their specially adapted legs, which allow them to cling to rocks with ease. They also have an incredible sense of balance, allowing them to survive in difficult terrain. Macau is the only place in China where gambling is legal, and so it attracts millions of tourists every year. With more than 30 casinos operating in the territory, it has become the gambling mecca of Asia. In 2018, Macau generated an impressive $37 billion in revenue. This destination has established itself as one of the most lucrative in the world, surpassing Las Vegas in profits. In Dubai, low-digit car license plates sell for exorbitant prices. In fact, a license plate with just one digit can cost more than $5 million. In 2023, the P7 license plate reached a record price of 55 million dirhams, becoming the most expensive in the world. The curious thing is that the proceeds from this sale were allocated to the 1 Billion Meals Endowment campaign, a project to create a sustainable food aid fund during Ramadan. The fossa is a carnivorous mammal endemic to Madagascar, reminiscent of a small puma, but more closely related to mongooses. This agile predator is the main land hunter on the island. With its incredible ability to climb trees, the fossa moves easily through the rainforest, taking advantage of its dexterity to hunt at heights. Russia possesses the Tsar bomb, a hydrogen bomb with a devastating power of 100 megatons. This weapon, the most powerful ever built, has the capacity to destroy a city in seconds. If detonated over a city like Madrid, it is estimated that it could kill more than 3 million people, causing massive destruction. The bomb was designed during the Cold War and remains a symbol of Russia's nuclear power. The flying bridge in Leeuwarden, the Netherlands, is an engineering marvel, unique in the world for its design. It works with a robotic arm that lifts it into the air to allow the passage of vessels. This innovative bridge, instead of opening in the traditional way, rises vertically, making it a technological masterpiece. Its automated system is so precise that it allows for a fluid and rapid passage of both vehicles and ships. The great bustard, a species of bird, has a curious strategy to attract a mate. It consumes a poison that is lethal to other animals. This compound, so toxic that it could kill any other creature, does not affect the great bustards, who ingest it for a very specific purpose. They use the poison to eliminate parasites from their body, and at the same time, it becomes a sign of strength. By doing so, they become more attractive to females, who prefer more robust and healthy males. Mike Tyson made history in 1986 by becoming the youngest world champion in boxing history at just 20 years old. In that impressive achievement, he defeated Trevor Berbick to claim the world heavyweight title. The Rolex Deep Sea Challenge is an extraordinary timepiece designed to withstand depths of up to 39,370 feet. This incredible endurance was put to the test during James Cameron's famous expedition to the Mariana Trench in 2012. Not only did the watch withstand the extreme pressure conditions, but it also demonstrated Rolex's reliability and precision in the most extreme situations. In Japan, longevity is nothing short of astonishing. Approximately 1 in 100 people live to be 100 or more, putting the country in one of the top places in the world for life expectancy. This figure reflects not only advances in healthcare, but also a balanced diet, an active lifestyle, and a culture that promotes well-being. The boa constrictor is one of the few species whose common name matches its scientific name. The genus Boa comes from Latin, meaning large water snake, which refers to its size and ability to live in a variety of habitats. This snake is famous for its hunting method, in which it wraps around its prey and squeezes until it suffocates. The gharial is a crocodile with a long snout, which inhabits the rivers of India and is known for its specialization in hunting fish. Despite its unique adaptation, this species has been on the brink of extinction. In the 1970s, the gharial population was alarmingly close to extinction due to illegal hunting and habitat destruction. Thanks to conservation efforts, its numbers have increased, but it remains in serious danger. In 2010, China experienced the largest traffic jam in history, stretching for 62 miles on the G110 highway, one of the country's main routes. This gigantic congestion occurred due to a combination of accidents and excess vehicles, leaving drivers stuck for days. Some people were stuck for 12 days while traffic remained at a standstill. The jam lasted a total of 10 days, making this event a world record. In 1974, Muhammad Ali faced George Foreman in the legendary fight known as the Rumble in the Jungle, which took place in Kinshasa, Zaire, now the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Ali, known for his cunning in the ring, employed a revolutionary tactic called rope-a-dope. In this strategy, he would lie back against the ropes, letting Foreman repeatedly hit him to exhaust him. As Foreman tired, Ali seized the moment and knocked him out in the 8th round, scoring a historic victory. In China, some traffic lights are blue due to an ancient linguistic confusion between the colors blue and green. In the Chinese language, the words for these colors used to be used interchangeably, which gave rise to this peculiarity in traffic light design. The Mercedes-Benz Isotaro is the first series-produced electric bus, marking a milestone in the public transport industry. Featuring a futuristic design and cutting-edge technology, this low-floor bus combines the proven platform of the Citaro, the world's best-selling bus, with high-performance batteries. Thanks to its efficient thermal management system, the Isotaro offers a maximum range of up to 248 miles without the need to recharge. The Bolivian dolphin, also known as the pink dolphin or river dolphin, is a unique species that inhabits the tropical rivers of Cochabamba, Bolivia. Unlike other dolphins, its color can vary from pink to gray, making it even more special. This dolphin is exclusive to South American rivers and stands out as the only cetacean present in the highland country. Michael Lotito, a Frenchman, earned his place in the Guinness World Records for his extraordinary ability to ingest unusual objects. From bicycles and beds to televisions, shopping carts, and even a coffin, Mitchell was able to consume almost anything he fancied. His stomach had a unique resistance, capable of breaking down metals and other materials. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe. The Omega Speedmaster Professional made history by becoming the first watch to reach the moon during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969. Chosen by NASA for its precision and durability, this watch demonstrated its ability to withstand extreme conditions in space. Since then, the Omega Speedmaster has been known as the Moon Watch, establishing itself as a symbol of space exploration. In 1997, Mike Tyson starred in one of the most controversial moments in boxing history during his fight against Evander Holyfield. In the middle of the fight, Tyson bit Holyfield's ear, tearing off a piece of it. This shocking incident caused a worldwide stir and led to Tyson being disqualified from the fight. Actress Jane KMK, known for her role as Lois, Malcolm's mother in Malcolm in the Middle, was nominated 7 times in a row for the Emmy Awards in the category of Best Actress during the 7 seasons of the series. Despite her outstanding performance and constant recognition, she surprisingly failed to win on any of those occasions. The Aragon fish is a fascinating species in which the male plays a crucial role in caring for its offspring. After the female lays the eggs, the male collects them in his mouth, where they will remain for 2 or 3 months. During this time, the offspring develop and are protected from potential predators. Steven Spielberg got the rights to adapt Jurassic Park just a few hours before James Cameron, who had also shown interest in the film. Cameron, in later statements, commented that his version would have been much darker, comparing it to the approach of his successful film, Aliens. However, he acknowledged that the final result of Jurassic Park was better, as Spielberg respected the childlike fascination that dinosaurs generate, while maintaining the awe and wonder that characterizes the story. Amika, the most advanced humanoid robot in the world, is the host of the Museum of the Future in Dubai. This impressive robot is equipped with built-in microphones, cameras, facial recognition software, and motorized components, allowing it to interact fluidly with visitors. Amika is able to imitate voices, make gestures, and answer tourists' questions, providing a unique experience. During the winter, Hawaii receives more snow on average than New York. Although it is known for its tropical climate, snow accumulates on the peaks of the imposing volcanoes Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, which reach altitudes of over 13,123 feet. This altitude allows temperatures at the peaks to drop low enough for snow to form, which is surprising to many, as Hawaii is not associated with cold or snow. Icelanders are the largest per capita consumers of Coca-Cola in the world. According to statistics, each inhabitant of Iceland consumes around 150 liters of Coca-Cola per year, which is equivalent to approximately 450,330 milliliter bottles. This represents a higher per capita consumption than in any other country. In Norway, Bastøy Prison, located on an island about 47 miles south of Oslo, is considered the most comfortable prison in the world. This minimum security facility houses 115 inmates who live in wooden cabins in small groups surrounded by nature. Inmates enjoy outdoor activities such as fishing, tennis, horse riding, and working on farms. Bastøy also has modern facilities such as cinemas, saunas, schools, and conference rooms. Its focus is not on punishment, but on rehabilitation and social reintegration, seeking to offer a real opportunity to reintegrate into society. The longest train in the world was built in Switzerland by the country's second largest railway company, the Radian Railway. This gigantic train is 6,266 feet long, almost 2 kilometers, and is made up of 100 carriages. With this imposing construction, it achieved a world record, standing out as a marvel of railway engineering. Wombats, marsupials native to Australia, have a very peculiar defense against predators. They use their rear, which is reinforced with cartilage, as a natural barrier. When they feel threatened, they enter their tunnels and block the entrance with their rear, preventing predators from reaching them. This method allows them to effectively protect themselves, taking advantage of their unique anatomy. Hong Kong holds the title of the city with the most Rolls-Royces per person in the world. Although it may come as a surprise, especially since Dubai police drive luxury cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, Hong Kong is the country with the most Rolls-Royce and Mercedes luxury vehicles. 99% of the calcium in your body is found in your bones and teeth. Thanks to this calcium, your bones are able to withstand impacts and support your body. In addition, calcium plays a key role in the transmission of nerve impulses and muscle contraction. Meet Under, Europe's first submerged restaurant, located in Londesen, Norway. This innovative restaurant is located 5.5 meters below the surface of the sea, offering a unique dining experience with stunning views of the ocean. The restaurant's futuristic design allows diners to enjoy their food while observing the marine life surrounding the glass walls. Did you know why gorillas beat their chests? This behavior is a form of communication used primarily by male gorillas. The bigger and stronger the gorilla, the harder it beats its chest, sending a signal to both friends and enemies about its power and dominance. This loud, resonant sound can be heard several miles away, allowing the gorilla to mark its territory and warn other males of its presence. Iceland is one of the few countries in the world where snakes do not exist, due to its extreme weather conditions. The cold and constant low temperatures are not ideal for these reptiles to survive. ENIAC, the world's first digital computer, was designed in 1946 in the United States with the initial purpose of calculating the flight path of a projectile. Despite its original focus, this machine could also be reprogrammed to solve various mathematical problems. Two men were involved in its creation, responsible for the development of the hardware and general design, while 6 women were in charge of programming the computer. Jennifer Lawrence was crowned the highest-paid actress between 2015 and 2016, achieving the first place in this ranking for 2 consecutive years. In 2015, she earned an impressive $52 million, while in 2016, she reached $46 million. Much of this fortune came from her leading role in the latest Hunger Games film and her participation in the film Passengers. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault, located in Norway, is a crucial repository that stores seeds from thousands of crop plants from around the world. Its purpose is to create a backup of the planet's seeds, ensuring that in the event of any catastrophe, agricultural biodiversity remains safe. This underground shelter is designed to protect critical crops in the event of global crises, such as natural disasters or extreme climate change. In doing so, the vault becomes a bulwark for future food security. People with blonde hair typically have more hair on their head than those with dark hair. This is because, on average, blonde people have around 150,000 hairs, while dark-haired people have about 100,000. Vigan, in the Philippines, is known as the Village of Cobblestone Streets. This city preserves one of the oldest and best-preserved cobblestone streets in the world. In Vigan, traditional cars have been replaced by horse-drawn wagons, creating a unique atmosphere that transports visitors to times gone by. Before becoming the superstar she is today, Beyoncé was a key member of the successful group Destiny's Child. However, it was her solo career that really catapulted her fame. Her first album, Dangerously in Love, was not only a resounding success, but also consolidated her status as the Queen of Pop. The scales of pangolins, these fascinating mammals that roll up to defend themselves, are made of keratin, the same material that our nails and hair are made of. These scales provide exceptional protection against predators. Interestingly, they are so tough that they can withstand attacks from some of the most ferocious animals. However, despite their natural armor, pangolins are in serious danger due to illegal trafficking for their meat and scales. Did you know that the most nominated actress in the history of the Oscars is Meryl Streep? With an impressive total of 21 nominations for the main acting award, Streep has set a record that she still holds. Throughout her career, she has won the statuette on 3 occasions. The first for her supporting actress role in Kramer vs. Kramer in 1979, then as the lead actress in Sophie's Choice in 1983, and most recently for The Iron Lady in 2011. After his retirement from boxing, George Foreman reinvented himself as a successful businessman. He is especially known for his involvement in the famous George Foreman Grill, a revolutionary device for cooking meat in a healthier way. Launched in 1994, the product became a huge success, with more than 100 million units sold worldwide. The portable electric grill, also known as the George Foreman Lean Mean, changed the way people cook in many homes. In 1999, Foreman sold the commercial rights to the grill for $138 million, consolidating his success outside the ring. In the Netherlands, there are more bicycles than people. With a population of over 17 million, the number of bicycles reaches 23 million, making bikes the most popular means of transport. On the streets of the country, it is common to see Dutch people pedaling on a daily basis. In fact, according to statistics, each person makes up to 300 bicycle trips a year. Cricket is the second most popular sport in the world, with an impressive 2.5 billion followers. It is played professionally with 2 teams of 11 players on a rectangular field of approximately 65 feet. Each team has 3 bats called wickets, located at each end of the field. The teams alternate between bowling and batting with the aim of hitting the ball to change position and thus score as many runs as possible. This sport, deeply rooted in countries such as India or in Australia, is a true spectacle of skill and strategy. The lobster and the crayfish are very similar crustaceans, but with notable differences. The lobster has a long, thin tail with fins, while the crayfish has a shorter, broader tail. As for claws, the lobster is the only one of the two to have a pair, while the spiny lobster lacks them, but has long antennae. Interestingly, the lobster is usually more expensive, as its meat is drier and slower growing. Although both are delicious, the differences between them make each unique in its own right. The city of Matera in Italy is the oldest in Europe and one of the oldest in the world, with a history spanning over 9,000 years. Over the centuries, it has been influenced by Arab, Roman, Byzantine, Renaissance, and Stone Age cultures. Its inhabitants created an impressive underground aqueduct and a system of canals and cisterns to store water, both from underground and from the roofs. Located in Freedom Square in the Czech Republic, the water clock is an interactive historical monument that uses water to measure time. This clock was inaugurated in 2010 and is powered by water flowing through the structure at different speeds, causing nozzles to spin and release jets of water that form different patterns and words in the air, such as the current time, phrases, and messages. Every hour, a special show occurs with music and lighting. The scarlet ibis is a bird noted for its vibrant red color, which inhabits the humid areas of South America and the Caribbean. Its striking plumage is due to its diet, rich in crustaceans, which provides it with the necessary pigments for that characteristic scarlet hue. These ibis are often seen in mangroves and wetlands, where their color stands out among the vegetation. Nico Cotto Avocado, an influencer known for his drastic physical transformation, became famous for recording himself eating huge amounts of food, part of a controversial genre on the internet, where people film themselves eating huge portions. Nikocado surprised his followers by showing a change of 253 pounds less, claiming that it was part of a social experiment. After 11 months of absence, a 25-minute video of him caused a stir on the networks, standing out for his unique and controversial style. Tokyo, the capital of Japan, in 2025 remains the city with the most Michelin stars on the planet. The prestigious Gastronomic Guide has awarded 170 stars to restaurants in Tokyo, reaffirming their excellence despite being 13 less than the previous year. In addition, some establishments stand out with the Green Star, a recognition of their commitment to sustainability. UY Scuti is the largest known star in the universe, with a staggering diameter that exceeds 1,700 times that of the Sun. Metallica made history by becoming the first musical band to play on all 7 continents, an unprecedented achievement in music. This milestone included an epic concert in Antarctica in 2013, titled Freeze 'Em All, where they put on a unique show for a small group of scientists and researchers. The performance was held inside a transparent dome without traditional amplifiers, using headphones to respect the natural environment. The United States presidential limousines, nicknamed the Beast, are authentic fortresses on wheels designed to protect the president. Interestingly, they have no keyholes, and only the Secret Service knows how to open them, ensuring absolute access control. The only door accessible from the outside is the driver's door, but even this is highly reinforced. These limousines feature advanced armor plating, state-of-the-art communication systems, and defense measures including night vision cameras and oxygen reserves in case of emergency. 70% of North Americans have visited Disney World. With its 4 main theme parks, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, it offers unforgettable experiences for all ages. The bearded dragon, a fascinating lizard native to Australia, is famous for the beard of spines that surrounds its neck and darkens and inflates as a defense mechanism against potential threats. This species is not only known for its striking appearance, but also for its calm nature, making it one of the most popular exotic pets. In addition, it has a unique way of communicating. It makes distinctive movements with its head, such as nodding slowly to show submission or shaking rapidly to mark territory. The smallest watch in the world is the Jaeger-LeCoultre Caliber 101. Weighing less than 1 gram, this tiny mechanism contains 98 parts assembled with extraordinary precision. Since its creation in 1929, it has been a symbol of elegance and sophistication. This watch achieved worldwide fame when Queen Elizabeth II wore it during her coronation in 1953. Fitted on an exquisite diamond bracelet specially designed for the occasion. The betta fish, native to Southeast Asia, is widely considered one of the most beautiful fish in the world. Its charm lies in its long, graceful fins, which often form a spectacular crescent and unfold like delicate moving wings. In Spain and other European countries, the Cani Triathlon has become a unique event that combines sport, fun, and love for animals. This competition includes 820 feet of swimming, 2.5 kilometers of cycling, and 2.5 kilometers of running, all in the company of your dog. Designed to strengthen the bond between humans and pets, this event not only tests the endurance of both, but also promotes physical activity and animal welfare. In Iceland, beer was banned for more than 70 years, from 1915 to 1989, as part of a law that restricted alcohol consumption in the country. This ban was due to social and cultural reasons, but in 1989, on March 1st, it was finally decriminalized, marking a milestone in the country's history. Since then, every March 1st, National Beer Day is celebrated with enthusiasm, organizing festivities and events in bars and restaurants throughout Iceland. During his first retirement from the NBA in 1993, Michael Jordan decided to try his luck in baseball, a sport that had been his childhood dream, inspired by his father, James Jordan, who also shared his passion for baseball. Jordan joined the Birmingham Barons, a minor league team affiliated with the Chicago White Sox, with the intention of following his dream of becoming a professional player. Despite his limited experience in baseball, he participated in 127 games during the 1994 season, showing his dedication and effort. The history of cinema took a significant turn in 1933 with the release of King Kong, a film that not only captivated the public, but also marked the beginning of a new era in the film industry. Shortly after its success, its sequel, Son of Kong, was released in the same year, becoming the first film to have a second part. Directed by Ernest Schoedsack, this sequel continued the story of the famous creature, but with a different approach, introducing the Son of Kong, a smaller but equally charismatic being. There are animals that have very different sleeping patterns to those of humans, and some, such as the bullfrog, practically do not sleep at all. Known for its ability to stay alert even when at rest, this species has a nervous system that allows for constant surveillance of its surroundings. Although it may be in a resting state, the bullfrog remains alert to potential threats such as predators due to its cautious nature. In Formula One, driver helmets are custom-made and cost between 4,000 and 7,000 euros. These helmets, made from high-tech materials and customized for each driver, are not usually available to the general public. However, at auctions, some legendary driver helmets have fetched significant sums. For example, in 2019, a 1990 Ayrton Senna helmet sold for over 150,000 euros, making it one of the most expensive Formula One helmets ever auctioned. After retiring from football, George Weah became the president of Liberia in 2018. Wei first became involved in politics in 2005 when he ran for senator in Montserrat County. The highlight of his political career came in 2017 when Wei ran for the presidency of Liberia, the year he won the presidential election in a runoff, defeating then Vice President Joseph Boakai. And on January 22, 2018, George Weah officially took office as president of Liberia. In the Amazon, the world's smallest poison dart frog, the dendrobatoid, is found. Despite its tiny size, the poison of this frog can be deadly to humans. Monaco is known for being a luxury destination, but the Monte Carlo casino is nevertheless famous as Monaco residents are banned from gambling here to avoid conflicts of interest. Yingluck Shinawatra was a historic figure in Thai politics, as she became the first woman to serve as Prime Minister of Thailand. She took office on August 5, 2011, after leading the Pheu Thai Party in the general election that year. The Istana Nurul Iman Palace in Brunei is the largest residential palace in the world. It is the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei and features 1,788 rooms, among other luxurious facilities. Before assuming the presidency of the United States in 1981, Ronald Reagan had a prominent acting career in Hollywood, which spanned more than 2 decades. He appeared in over 50 films with notable ones, including Knute Rockne, All-American, where he played football player George Gipp, a role that earned him recognition and the nickname The Gipper. Annapurna, located in the Himalayas in Nepal, holds the title of the world's deadliest mountain for mountaineers. With a mortality rate of 34%, this summit represents one of the greatest challenges in mountaineering due to its extreme conditions and its particularly difficult side, the south face. It is the 10th highest mountain in the world, with an altitude of 26,500 feet above sea level. In 1960, Abebe Bikila, an Ethiopian runner, became a legendary feats in 16 seconds, setting a new Olympic record. The Baalbek Amphitheater, located in the ancient city of Baalbek in Lebanon, is one of the best preserved Roman amphitheaters in the world. The layout of the amphitheater follows the classical pattern of Roman theaters, with a central arena surrounded by multi-level stands. The Terrafugia Transition is an innovative vehicle that represents a significant advance in personal mobility, combining the functions of a car with those of a light aircraft. Designed to transform the way we travel, the Transition has the ability to convert from a car into an airplane in a matter of minutes. It is equipped with seating for 2 and can unfold the Transition's wings in less than a minute. Located in the state of Sarawak on the island of Borneo in Malaysia, Kuching is known as the City of Cats. The name Kuching literally translates to cat in Malay. This city has numerous cat statues scattered around the city. The most famous is a bronze cat statue that stands in the center of the city. It is also home to the Cat Museum, the first of its kind in the world. Elvis Presley had a collection of extravagant cars, including a 1956 Cadillac Eldorado, which was one of his favorite vehicles. The 1956 Cadillac Eldorado was known for its sleek body design and innovative features, such as panoramic windshields and chrome accents. The Elvis version, painted in a striking pink color, stood out even more thanks to its glossy finish and custom details. The Wadi Rum Desert in Jordan is famous for its dramatic landscapes of rock formations and sand dunes. It has been the setting for numerous films, including Sea, directed by David Lean. The film was based on the life of British Lieutenant T.E. Lawrence, who used the desert as a stand-in for Arabian landscapes during World War I. In addition, in 2015, Wadi Rum once again captured the world's attention when it was featured in the science fiction film The Martian, directed by Ridley Scott. In Sweden, the Ice Hotel, located in the picturesque village of Jukkajärvi, offers a unique experience by being completely built of ice. Each winter, the hotel is meticulously rebuilt, with blocks of ice taken from the Torne River, allowing for its annual transformation. The suites at the Ice Hotel are artfully decorated with intricate sculptures of ice, creating a spectacular and ephemeral environment. The BMW Gina Light Visionary Mode is an innovative concept in automotive design that was introduced by BMW in 2008. One of its features is its body, which is made of a special textile material stretched over a flexible structure. This material allows the shape of the car to change according to functional and aesthetic needs. Chinchillas possess the densest fur of any land mammal, an impressive feature that sets them apart in the animal kingdom. Their fur is made up of up to 80,000 hairs per square centimeter, which not only gives them a luxurious, fluffy appearance, but also plays a crucial role in their adaptation to the cold conditions of their native habitat in the mountainous regions of the Andes in South America. Although Tesla was founded in 2003, Elon Musk, who became its lead investor and CEO in 2008, is not one of the original founders. The original founders, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, named the company after inventor Nikola Tesla. The water rat, or capybara, is the world's largest rodent. It is famous for living in social groups and for having an exceptional ability to swim, with feet that are partially webbed to aid in swimming. The most expensive vodka in the world is Diva Vodka, known for its exorbitant price and exclusivity. Each bottle is decorated with a mix of crystals and precious gems, which contributes to its high cost. The fiddler crab is a fascinating species with one of the most distinctive features in the animal kingdom. One claw significantly larger than the other. This disproportionate claw, reminiscent of a violin, is not only a distinctive feature of the species, but serves multiple crucial functions in the crab's life. During courtship displays, the fiddler crab uses its large claw in a series of showy movements to attract females. In some places in Asia, such as Thailand, polo is played with elephants instead of horses, a unique and culturally significant variation on the traditional sport of polo. These majestic animals, which are deeply respected in many Asian cultures, are trained specifically to participate in the sport. Elephants are equipped with a kind of saddle adapted for polo and are guided by riders who direct the game from their backs. The logo of Shell, the famous oil company, is a stylized shell, which refers to the company's early business, which began in 1891 as a small shop in London, specializing in the sale of seashells and other collectibles. Dubrovnik, a coastal city located in Croatia, has gained international notoriety as the main location for King's Landing in the television series Game of Thrones. This ancient walled city, with its cobbled alleys and majestic buildings, provides the perfect backdrop for scenes from the fictional capital of the Seven Kingdoms in the fantasy series. The ring-tailed lemur is an iconic species of Madagascar, known for its distinctive ring tail that features alternating rings of black and white. In Madagascar's dense forest canopy, where visibility can be limited, the lemur's ring tail becomes a vital tool for visual communication. Lemurs use their ring-shaped tail to transmit signals to other members of their group by raising and waving it. Mumbai Railway Station is one of the most iconic and busiest railway stations in the world. It is one of the busiest stations in the world, handling over 3,000 trains a day. This activity translates into a constant flow of passengers, varying between 700,000 and 1 million people daily. Evo Morales became Bolivia's first indigenous president in January 2006, marking a historic milestone in the country's politics. He comes from an Aymara indigenous community, and his presidency symbolized the vindication of the rights and identity of the native peoples. In Madrid, Puerta del Sol Square is home to one of Spain's most symbolic landmarks, the Kilometer Zero. This landmark marks the beginning of all radial roads in the country and becomes a fundamental reference point for the Spanish road network. The bronze plaque marking it is embedded in the pavement and has become a meeting place and point of interest for residents and tourists alike. Before entering the realm of politics, Imran Khan achieved international fame as a prominent cricket player. Born in 1952 in Lahore, Pakistan, his reputation grew in the 1970s and 1980s, becoming one of the most respected players in international cricket, winning the 1992 Cricket World Cup. After retiring in 2018, Imran Khan was elected Prime Minister of Pakistan and served until 2022. And this has all been sailed, people. What information has surprised you the most? Leave it in the comments and subscribe for more sailed content.